have dialed 111 emergency. Your call is being connected.
111 emergency.
Hi, I need the police, please.
You need to the police now. Please stay on the line.
Sure.
This is the police. Where is your emergency?
There isn't an emergency. I've just spoken to Crime Stoppers and they've suggested that I ring you guys through the 111 service.
Oh, certainly. What's happening, sir?
I'm in Auckland and I've just had a disturbing near on 1 hour phone conversation with my mother who's 65 and lives down in Pariora, south of Timaru.
Right.
She lives down there with my father, Bruce, and late last night at about 7:45 at night, they were visited by an unnamed police constable from Waimiti who has red hair and has been in the police force for 8 years. I would like to know the name of that man. He has showed up and threatened to arrest my father without just cause or reasonable reason to do so. He's made a threat. Now I'm pretty sure if the police were going to arrest somebody and show up on a private property that they would have, if they've got a reason to arrest someone, they're going to do it. They're not going to be asking questions. So
It's just that the person may not even be an officer.
this was a police constable that appeared on my parents' private property last night at 7:45 at night.
Do you know if he was in uniform, sir?
Of course he was. My mother and father wouldn't have even let him on the property if he wasn't dressed in that uniform.
Okay. All right. Now, what's their address?
Their address is number... I do not know the name of... the reason I'm calling is because this man has told them that he may be back to arrest them at any stage. And I am not going to have my parents sitting at home wondering if they're going to get a knock on the door at 11 o'clock at night and arrested for no reason. My father, who's 66, is being threatened arrest because he mentioned that he was displeased with the lack of attention that CYFS and the New Zealand Police are doing. He gets a policeman on his doorstep apparently asking Dad all sorts of questions, trying to get Dad to confess to something he hasn't done.
Okay.
I will not have this from New Zealand Police, and I want that man's name. I want to know what that constable's name was. I am going to be filing reverse liability against him. He had no right to do that.
When exactly was it that he visited you?
This happened last night on the 9th of July at 7:45 at my parents' property.
1940.
What domestic authority does that police officer have on my parents' private property? Can you answer me that question?
By the sound of it, he was investigating a complaint.
Okay, does he have a right to...
Let me finish. You've had your say, now let me have mine, okay? Okay.
That's understandable,
Tell me
is it
what you
not?
want police to do about this, sir?
What would I would like some satisfaction, some confirmation that I am not going to have my parents sitting at home late at night, both elderly, both vulnerable adults, and going to have threatening policemen show up on their doorstep again.
Okay.
Do we have to trespass this man from our property?
Okay, so to enable us to investigate that further, we need an official complaint from you. There's two ways you can do that. You can do that online via our police website, or
Through
you
the
can
IPCA?
and make a formal report in person. What would you prefer to do?
Are you meaning like through an IPCA?
What do you mean by IPCA?
Independent Police Conduct Authority. Are you not familiar with that?
Of course, I'm not with that
So
particular...
why ask what is the IPCA?
Excuse me, sir. I'm telling you, there's two ways you can go about making a police complaint. One
Sure.
is on our police website,
Okay.
and one is in person to the police station. What are your options?
So I have to go to a police station to make a formal complaint and have it written and witnessed and signed and all that jazz?
Correct, yeah.
So I have to make an affidavit
It enables us to investigate it further.
So I have
and
to...
it enables you to take it further in whatever way you want to.
Okay, so in that same logic, the lady Marie Hargaden, the CYFS worker, must have had to put a written complaint in about my father for that investigation to have happened. She must be able to have put something in writing that she can verify under cross-examination in a court of record that what she's saying is true. Is that correct?
Quite likely that she has. Okay, so to enable us to investigate that further, we need an official complaint from you. There's two ways you can do that. You can do that online via our police website, or
Through
you
the
can go to
IPCA?
the station and make a formal report in person. What would you prefer to do?
Okay, so if she hasn't though, for that officer to show up without that, is that not is that not unjust? For him to conduct an investigation?
That makes it seem like a law has been broken, then we have the right to talk to someone about it.
Are you talking about a legislative rule of society?
So if anybody calls us on the 111 line and says, this has happened to me, it seems to us that a law has been broken, then yes, we are going to respond and try and find out more.
Okay, so my father has a heart condition. If he has policemen show up late at night, they're going to get caused alarm and distress, and I do not want that to happen. So what reassurances can you give me that this red-headed policeman of 8 years of the Waimate police station is not going to show up again and threaten to arrest my father without just cause?
At this point, none. At this point, none. At this point, none. But if you were to go into the police station, if you were to go into the police station and explain your father's condition, then that would be taken into consideration.
The New Zealand police are well aware of my father's condition. They've been dealing with my parents over their grandchildren for the last 10 years. They are very well known to the Timaru police. Okay, so why is the Waimate police...
I'm not here to continue to argue with you on the phone because I've got
I wish to clarify. I wish to clarify this.
So you've rung an emergency line and there's not actually an emergency here.
There isn't an emergency. I've just spoken to Crime Stoppers and they've suggested that I ring you guys through the 111 service.
Oh, certainly. What's happening, sir?
I was told to ring this.
I need to just remind you that what you need to do is make a complaint online.
Can I have your name, please? Can I have your name, please?
Yes, of course. My name's Karen, and I'll give you my QID, which is my identity in the police, and that's K for Kilo.
Sure.
B for Bravo.
Okay.
D for Delta.
Yep.
V for Victor. 48.
48. Okay, awesome. I've got that on record. I do record all phone conversations that I have with public servants. That's fantastic. That's awesome. So just so I can clarify, because argue means to clarify, just so I can clarify further, New Zealand Police cannot guarantee me that it will not show up and cause my parents alarm and distress any further tonight.
I personally am not prepared to give you that assurance. No.
Okay. And yet you're an agent for the New Zealand Police, because it's got nothing to do with your personal opinion.
I'm not going to continue to argue. I'm going to let you go now. Bye-bye.
Have a great day. How rude.